All right, today we are diving into something absolutely crucial in the world of cybersecurity. And honestly, just digital investigation in general. We're talking about OSINT.
But you know what? Before we get into all the technical stuff, let me just ask you a question. Have you ever really thought about the digital trail you leave behind? All those little breadcrumbs, what do they really say about you if someone knew where to look?
Okay, so let's get into it. What is OSINT, really? It's a term you hear all the time, right? Let's unpack what it actually means.
So the full name is Open Source Intelligence. Now, the key thing here is to think of it as a framework. It's not just random Googling. It's a whole method for collecting information from sources that are, well, publicly available, and this is the important part, not always easy to get to. It's all about finding and connecting those dots that are basically hiding right out in the open.
So where is all this open source info coming from? Well, you'd be surprised. We're talking about the obvious stuff like social media accounts, but it goes way deeper. Think about public records or even personal details that you might have uploaded somewhere without a second thought. And yeah, a huge one is those massive leaked databases that pop up online after a big company gets hacked.
Okay, but why does this matter so much? I mean, why is OSINT considered such a powerhouse skill? Let's talk about the strategic advantage it gives you.
This really lays it out perfectly. First, it makes gathering information way faster. Instead of hunting around aimlessly, you have a process. Second, you can find some seriously valuable stuff. We're talking leaked credentials, exposed databases, you name it. And finally, it's a massive help for any kind of digital investigation.
And look, it's not just about speed, right? It's about getting better information. The whole point is to end up with data that's organized, that makes sense, and that you can actually do something with. It's clarified, classified, it's useful.
So that's the theory. But what does OSINT look like when it's put to work in the real world? Where do people actually use these skills?
This right here, this quote, says everything you need to know. Every attack's first step is information gathering. It's the absolute foundation. Whether you're trying to break in or trying to keep people out, it all starts with knowing your target.
And you see OSINT skills being used on both sides of the fence. You've got the defenders, the OSINT detectives, who use this intel to track down threats and protect their networks. And then you have the offense, the ethical hackers, who are gathering the exact same kind of intel, but they're using it to find weaknesses before the bad guys do.
But like any powerful tool, it's not perfect. It's not a magic wand. So for a balanced view, we've got to look at the other side of the coin, the challenges and the downsides.
This table gives us a great side-by-side look. You've got the pros we've been talking about: advanced info gathering, less time, better data. But then look at the cons. Some of these tools can be kind of clumsy to use. A lot of the really good ones aren't free anymore. They've gone paid. And this last one is huge: the high risk of false positives. That's when you find something that looks like a smoking gun, but it's actually totally wrong or irrelevant.
And that whole idea of false positives leads to a really important question. So, is everything you find online true? Just because you uncover a piece of information, can you automatically trust it?
The answer is no, of course not. So the solution isn't in the tools, it's in you. It takes diligent practice, it takes a ton of critical thinking, and it means getting really good at filtering your data. You have to learn how to cut through all the noise to find what's real.
So let's end with this thought. Information is the most powerful weapon, and in our digital world, that's never been more true. OSINT is basically the key to unlocking that power. It's a skill that lets you find, understand, and use information in ways most people can't. So really, the question to leave you with is, what will you do with it?